Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Pile reading. Keep in mind these readings are collective in general, so receive what resonates and release what does not. You can always choose another pile or even choose another reading. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, joining my Patreon, and following me on Instagram. My Instagram is mysoultribetarot. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you've had a beautiful start to your week. So for this week's Pick a Pile, I thought it'd be fun to explore the different dimensions, the 3D, the 4D, and the 5D for you, and what that looks like, what that feels like, what messages kind of come through here. I am using one of my decks, Divine Feminine Align. Again, release any sort of titles, just listen to the energy, what resonates for you. I'm also using a Divine Transformation from Angelic Revelation 144, as well as the Tissue Box Messages from the Hermit Tarot. So let's go ahead and start with pile 1. If you chose pile 1 with the Evil Eye bracelet, this is your reading. Okay. So your 3D, 4D, and 5D. So starting out here, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So in your 3D reality, in your 3D world here, what I'm sensing with the Page of Cups is in reverse is this sort of resistance, because in this deck, this is about embracing your gifts and a new path. With the Page of Cups in reverse as well, there could have been energies around you that were not authentic, that were not in alignment with you, or you felt like you were just on the wrong path in the 3D. It was very uncomfortable for you, okay? With this Page of Cups in reverse too, I feel like in some respects you may have been giving your power away to others. You could be someone who is younger, and you were not giving yourself enough credit for your skills, your wisdom. But I feel like in the 3D, things just were not very much in alignment here with you. They were quite dense. It feels like whatever you put your energy into, it was almost like it just went into like a funnel, like it just disappeared here. But I feel like you've always still had that hope. You've had those fresh ideas, that fresh excitement, but maybe not the foundation that you required or the energy to carry out those ideas, those creations here. Or even the confidence or courage to explore the spiritual path that maybe has been continually calling to you, okay? With you choosing this bracelet as well, you might have dealt with a lot of people who perhaps were very jealous of you, or just sending you low vibe energy here. And that may have been something that, was affecting or influencing you in some way, okay? But in your 4D, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is where you're exploring the depths of what is of interest to you. You're exploring the depths of your dreams. You have the progression of the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So with that Page of Cups energy too, it was possible that, your emotions kind of felt all over the place, or maybe your emotions felt kind of blocked as well. But here it's like you're moving through your emotions, you're moving through energy, you're learning more about energy here. The Knight of Cups is kind of a fantasy or dreamy energy, but if you see this knight in particular and his horse, is moving through this water, moving through and exploring this unknown here. Okay, so I feel like you have graduated from the 3D to the 4D with more confidence to explore, I would say, your own spiritual path, your own emotions, your own heart space, your own fantasies, your own desires, as well as what is your purpose here, because we have this beautiful, I see this Knight of Cups as a light bringer, okay? I also feel like, with you on this Andalusian, life is moving forward in a smoother way in the 4D. I feel like you're uncovering truths within yourself, within the world. I also feel like you're a way shower. And with you riding, an Andalusian horse here, I feel like your skill sets have improved. You feel like you're more in alignment. I feel like there's also more fulfillment in your life. I feel like whatever was on hold kind of comes off of hold and you have a greater flow here. I feel like there's a wisdom as well and a progression of maturity of energies and understanding how you influence the energy around you. Okay, so that's really beautiful. If this was in love for some of you, like you were dealing with people that weren't apologizing or taking accountability, or perhaps that was a cycle you were stuck in. And here it seems like you have stepped up in this 4D energy where, you know, you are attracting in people or maybe exploring connections that want to explore depths, that are not afraid of intimacy or exploring the depths of their own souls or sharing what is within their heart. Okay, so it's like you created that shift within you, and you're seeing that shift within, you know, the people around you perhaps, or the, you know, the potential partners that you're dating here with this Knight of Cups energy. I also feel like in the 4D energy, you are receiving dreams that are bringing you light and inspiration. And I feel like powerful information as well. So I feel like you've activated a gift here within your dream space where you are connecting in and receiving downloads and information within this 4D energy. Now the 5D is very interesting here. So with the 5D energy, we have the 8 of Cups, which is walking away. This is leaving something behind. But if you see, all these cups are in alignment, okay? So it's almost like you've completed a chapter and you're ready to move forward. This might also be you. It's interesting how you have all of these cups coming forward, but this is also, you know, you possibly relocating. And there's a forward momentum here. In the 3D, you're not feeling it. In the 4D, you are moving forward here, although you are also moving through and transmuting and clearing a lot of energy. And then in the 5D, it's like you've aligned everything, you've done your work, and you're ready to, you know, to move to, you know, a higher location here. So it's like there are experiences or stories or energies that you are leaving and you're moving forward. And, you know, for many of you too, this could be relocating, this could be a new career path, this could be a new home, okay? But what I'm seeing here is like, if this were you leaving something such as a relationship, a location, a job, you're doing it in a way that's in integrity and alignment with you, okay? Because I feel like, you know, this person's looking back into this space, you know, like if you were moving and, you know, you're saying goodbye to that house, that location, and I feel like it's in a way that you feel proud, okay? There's a pride coming through here, and I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I just feel like there's a pride coming through there here where you're like, I did a good job here, you know, I did my work here, and I'm ready to move forward, okay? And then next we have this King of Swords energy coming through, and the King of Swords is very communicative. The King of Swords is somebody who is very knowledgeable, creates plans here. You know, there's a beautiful development of energies here. And in this 5D, you have more wisdom, knowledge, and clarity and discernment, just like with that 8 of Cups, where you've aligned your energies, you've aligned your, it looks like you've aligned a lot of things in your life here. And now you see very clearly what it is that is for you, what it is that is not for you. I feel like you're gaining a lot of knowledge in the 5D as well, where, you know, you're either receiving a lot of downloads, writing a lot of books, channeling a lot of information. Again, the swords represents the thought and also communication. Very, you know, strong within your boundaries here, determined. And I also feel like there's even this integration of your light and shadow. Okay, but I feel like you have also, again, there's, you know, some pretty clear boundaries here. You've cut some things out of your life that no longer serve you. And you're starting to work on some form of mastery here, is what I'm seeing with this King of Swords energy. Okay, so there's really kind of a seriousness throughout, you know, this pile. I do want to look into the alignment messages we have. When was the last time I experienced pleasure? Okay, because there's quite a lot of emotional energy being released here. So make sure that when you are releasing a lot of, emotions, that you're also aligning with things that bring you joy, that you are tapping into your body and living a life in alignment that feels good for you. Okay, that when you are moving throughout your day, that you are very in tune with your senses, okay, and how things feel, how things smell, how things taste, that you're pausing throughout your life, that you're not, because there is such a seriousness. I mean, even with this King of Swords, this might even be like you're so in alignment with your soul mission, you know what you want to do here. But keep in mind too, you're having a human experience, and so that includes enjoying your life. Okay, so that's a message that's coming through here as well. Let's go ahead and get a divine transformation guidance card for you, pile 1. We have environment. Your current surroundings are toxic. Be aware of people who are negatively impacting you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Go where you are valued. Okay? So this is really powerful because you see this one, you picked this, this bracelet here, right? Which you can do more research on what that means. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, that's where you were, you're around people that were not authentic. And here you have that 8 of Cups, so you're moving forward with your life. And your environment is impacting you. So what I have to say about that is, if you are, identifying with like, okay, yeah, I'm in the Page of Cups energy. I'm more so in the 3D than the 4D. And you kind of can fluctuate, but this is just a way that you can kind of check in, of course, take what resonates. But, maybe wearing some energy protective jewelry, crystals, clearing cords, and focusing on raising the frequency of your office, your environment, whatever it is that feels best for you. Because I feel like, again, with the Page of Cups, you're still kind of learning the ropes and figuring things out here. And I feel like you've maybe been in an environment that was maybe repressive, where you felt like you couldn't be your authentic self. You couldn't express your joy because somebody would be jealous, or you just felt like you had to almost protect or like hide your heart here, right? So I do feel like forward momentum, changes to your environment are very important for you here. And as you are, transitioning and moving forward. So with that Knight of Cups, I'm going to kind of connect in with just like almost even the Queen of Cups energy, where you're tapped into your clairsentient feeling, and you can feel if something is off in your environment. You can feel if something is off with somebody else. Now, the one thing I would say about this card is like, yes, your current surroundings maybe are not supporting you right now, but maybe some of you are like, well, I can't move at this, at this time. Well, the way that, again, that you can take your power back, don't give your power away to your environment, influence your environment. So make those little changes and adjustments so that your environment, whether it's your home, your office, your car, whatever that may be, especially your internal world, that it supports you, and that you bring in those elements. Like if the office space is very cold, right? It just feels very cold to you. Then bringing in some warmth, bringing in candles, bringing in flowers. Usually a nice balanced space between masculine and feminine energies, and you can kind of do some research into that, creates a harmony within a home or a harmony within a space. Salt lamps, rose quartz, there's all these different things that you can add in. So feel into what feels good. Even shift around furniture. When, the energies feel dense or heavy, do an energy clearing of your space. But I do feel like, again, if you're in a work environment, and obviously there's not a lot that you can change sometimes within that space, especially if you don't have your own office, making sure that you wear those high frequencies on your person, or in your purse, or in your bag, or, you just have those higher frequencies around you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at the tissue box messages. We have Pisces. Okay, so you could be a Pisces, or Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aries. Okay, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. You could definitely also be progressing into a form of leadership here. I'm sensing that as well. We have solar plexus. Yes. Solar plexus chakra is very important to strengthen, to look into. Clear cords. We have the letter D. And I'm hearing a song. And then we have the letter A. Okay. I see add. Okay, so it could be like you, like if you were moving in to start your own business, once you feel that, you know, it's time for you to do that, or you find a new job, or you find an interesting location or home within an ad. Okay. But the song that I'm hearing, and it's a favorite from my grandma, is, I don't know the actual title, but the lyrics that are coming through is, nobody's going to break my stride. Nobody's going to slow me down. I've got to keep on moving. Okay? So stay in alignment and trust in your instincts and your intuition here. I feel like you are moving into a, your energy is progressing and maturing, but also your mind is as well, and you're moving into a place of leadership. And let's say you're watching this and you're like, well, I'm already a leader. Well, you're starting to learn how to work with energy and how to become a more higher consciousness leader here, or, you know, become more confident within yourself. You're doing that internal work here. And you could be a masculine or feminine, you know, you take what resonates. So thank you so much for joining me, Pile 1. Let me know if this resonates, and I will see you soon. Okay, let's go ahead and move to Pile 2. If you chose Pile 2, you chose the bell. Okay, and let's see what we have. All right. So in the 3D, we have the Son of Cups, okay, which is the Knight of Cups. But this one here is transmuting quite a bit, okay? You see, if you look closely there, you know, are some beautiful colors coming from this cup here, but there's also a lot of shadow. So in the 3D, you've been integrating and transmuting a lot of shadow, possibly within the heart space here. I feel like you will know this work that you've been doing. And the reason I say that is because of how straight and organized these lines are and how they're pointing in a specific direction. So I feel like it's already been pointed out to you what you have to transmute in your life. With the Son of Cups energy, this could also be about your narratives when it comes to relationships, okay? But there is a lot of transmutation happening within your heart space. I feel like you have good intentions. I feel like you're doing this beautiful work here. And let's see what else we have. Anything else coming through there? I just feel like you're somebody who perhaps you are clearing a lot of timelines, or you're clearing a lot from your family bloodline, possibly, okay? But there's this sense of getting things in order and clearing out what doesn't serve you, and doing that deep dive into the, you know, into the heart space as well. It's like you're clearing your channel, okay? So you're clearing any sort of distorted energies out of your heart space within this 3D. This is the work that you're doing. You could have your eye on someone. You could have, you know, a partner or a relationship that's also inspiring you to do this work at this time. You could have a dog, okay? That's just a little side message there. But moving into the 4D, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So if you look at this Wheel of Fortune, it does look a little, you know, you have those rainbow colors coming through, right? But it does look a little haphazard, doesn't it? It looks a little cattywampus, just kind of thrown together. So I feel like in the 4D, you start to connect the dots. You start to understand the events in your life, or maybe even the events in the world, And why things are unfolding the way that they are. We have, you know, the clarity and the wisdom with the moon, and exploring the unknown with the owl as well, seeing through the darkness. And then we also have the sun here that is being highlighted. So there is this balance between the masculine and feminine within you, the light and the shadow, you know, a great deal of integration, but you're seeing the purpose here with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And I feel like you also, in the 4D energies, you feel that there's more shifting and moving forward. There's greater alignment. I just feel like it happens in ways that, like, you're like, how, you know, like your ego's going to come into question and be like, how did that align? You know, it's like these synchronicities or these events that happen and you just cannot believe it. You're just like, how? And then eventually, you know, you do connect the dots here. So I feel like synchronicities will be important for you, especially in that 4D energy. You could have an ancestor who is looking out for you in the form of an owl, so that could be very significant. But yeah, I feel this sense of wonder, like it's almost like you clear out, you do this work within the heart space, and all of a sudden things start to move forward in your life. You're connected in with greater abundance. You're connected in with your with just being in an aligned path moving forward. You might even find that, like, as you're going about your day and you have tasks to complete or projects and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, like, let's say we'll use a simple example. This was just like clearing out clutter in your house, right? Decluttering. And you look at the whole picture and you're like, how on earth am I going to get this done, right? But then you put your mind to it, you go forward, and before you know it, you know, you've completed it, you've accomplished it, you've created this state of flow. Okay, that's happening. And the fact that you're in your heart space and transmuting a lot lets me know you're going to have that deeper connection with your heart space over your ego. Okay, so that's also going to help things shift and move forward here. But there's, you see also things working out for you. You see more so and feel your connection with the universe. You are co-creating with the universe. You're becoming more of a believer here in the 4D. 4D energies is what I'm sensing. And then in the 5D, we have, this strength coming in. We have you grounding in, this can be a contract, but this can also just be your collaborations, your projects, even just your strength within yourself and your purpose, your drive, your goal here being very strongly solidified, okay? So I feel like for you, Pile, too, that you are grounding in a very powerful energy and embodying it, and that's going to be showing up in your physical world here with this pentacle energy. And with this mountain too, I mean, you could look at this one of two ways. You could look at this whereas you're like, oh my gosh, I have these mountains to climb, these mountains to move. But more so, I'm just seeing you're setting up a very solid foundation for yourself here. This could even be a new paradigm that you're working out of or you're operating from with this mountain energy. For some of you, you might also be very inspired by mountains. You might live by mountains, or move to a mountain. Okay, a higher elevation might be something that calls you. But in this, this 5D energy, I just sense that you've done so much work here that it's truly embodying in your physical body and in your life. And that's why you have that Wheel of Fortune, and that's why you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is also about collaboration. So things becoming more solid in your life. This can be a relationship, this can be, again, a business. This can be starting the foundation. Like, this could even be drawing out the plans of a project or a home, right? And getting the right people on board that, contribute this equal value here. Okay, this can also be you connecting in with the, the high vibrational grids and light grids within the earth, or you might be doing that as some of your spiritual work, as you channel in this light energy and you help to establish a higher frequency on this planet. Wow. You could be a grid. You could have a connection with the energy grids, okay, within the earth. Wow. I also feel like there's a great deal of healing that happens in the 5D for you, because that looks like rain to me. Okay. So for the alignment message we have, it is time for deep breathing. You choose the activity. And some of you too, it's like you're called to hike. You're called to challenge, you know, you're called to explore different elevations, different locations. And you're called to do some hiking. But this is like, get out there, get moving your energy here. Because as you're doing all this transmuting and clearing, it's important that you keep the energy moving. So make sure that you have some form of exercise here or some activity here that helps to move energy through your body, okay? And I feel like with the bell, it's like, it's time, okay? And you might want to look into the significance of a bell, okay? We have Aquarius. We have headache, okay? We have originality, surprises, and futuristic. Yeah, I do feel like you are, there are going to be some pretty happy surprises for you here as you ascend. We have value, material senses, and self-esteem. All that transmutation and really connecting in and knowing yourself and knowing your heart. And we have awakening, yes. Oh, this is gorgeous energy. I really do appreciate this. So with headaches, you know, of course, if you're having, you know, physical symptoms, to address the physical symptoms. But this could also be if you're having ascension symptoms, right? That ascension symptoms usually don't, in my experience, they don't last very long. If something lasts longer, that's more physical. And like I said, addressing things in a very practical and grounded way first. But I'm being directed to the crown chakra. Okay, so your crown chakra might be requiring some clearing, letting some light into the crown chakra. You might also be receiving downloads or activations, but again, always start with the physical, you know, the physical body, what the physical body is requiring from you, okay? So this is a nice, very grounded, progressive energy for you, pile too, okay? With that, you know, it's time for deep breathing. There's also many practices of deep breathing and mindful meditation. And I would also, you know, for you, I would research the significance of a bell, okay, unless you already know or you're intuitively picking that up. The mountains, okay, and also clearing energy and doing deep breathing and, you know, different ways that you can work with breathing exercises to assist you, okay, because I feel like that's an untapped potential for you to kind of reach into as a tool for your journey and your life at this time, because there's many different forms of breathing, okay? Yeah, it keeps getting better here for you. It really does. And things come together in a way that you're just, you're shocked, you're surprised, okay? So thank you so much. Take, again, receive what resonates, release what does not. Thank you so much for joining me here. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot your Divine Transformation card. You're just doing so well that I forgot to get a Divine Transformation card for you, pile 2. All right. Okay, we have honesty. It is time to do some throat chakra healing work. You have been called to be authentic and share your truth with everyone in your life, okay? Keep in mind, you know, sharing your truth and doing so just for your highest good, but knowing that not everybody is ready to hear, you know, truths, that everyone is at different levels on their journey here. But overall, it's just being honest with yourself and being authentic with yourself here. And again, I feel like that has to do with tapping into your heart space. And just, yeah, it starts, that honesty starts with you here, sharing your truth, knowing your truth. And the more you uncover, you know, and you feel called to, then you also share that with other people as well, okay? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful energy. All right. Thank you so much, pile 2. Let's go to pile 3. Okay. So if you chose pile 3, you chose this Organite pyramid here. Okay. Starting out, we have strength. Okay, so I feel like right now, or the 3D energy is you focusing on balancing out your ego here, being courageous in your life, standing up for yourself, also knowing what's worth investing your energy in and what's worth not investing your energy in. You might want to look into the ascending reading for this week, because the title was pick and choose your battles, right? But with this strength card, I feel like you're finding this incredible strength in your authenticity here, okay? And this beautiful courage. And I feel like, you know, to be who you are, it has taken a lot of courage and strength. You also might find that in the 3D as well, like you are strengthening not just your belief in yourself here, but also maybe your physical body, okay? Maybe your strength with your connection with source, your divinity within. I am sensing that for you as well. That's something that you are building that connection with, or you're strengthening that connection. And there's also a great wisdom coming through this card as well. As in, again, what to invest in, what to, when to sit back and when to observe. When to initiate or when to sit back and observe. Okay. And I feel like you've gained a lot of experience here up until this point. You might be connected with, with that big cat energy, with lions or tigers, or feline energy. That might be something that resonates. You might have a cat, okay? That is a guide within your life. But I feel like, too, you're also really beautifying, you're beautifying your life here, but you're also looking at things in your life and you're like, okay, what's helping me to bloom? What's helping me to blossom? What's bringing me inspiration and what's not? Because if you see, she has this crown of flowers going all around her head, okay, and her ear chakras as well. So I feel like you're also discerning as to like what information you want to listen to or engage with. You're becoming very aware of that in the 3D is what I'm sensing. And things that are, again, helping you to bloom, that are aligning with your authenticity. And that is more like your 3D energy here. Now, you also might be facing many different challenges, many people who are maybe not as grounded or stable as you are. But I feel like your energy is very reassuring, okay? And that could be, with people that you care about in your life. And again, if you're on an awakening journey, there's more that you see or that you're aware of than those around you. So they might be in a fear energy, but then you're in this very strong, grounded presence. And then in the 4D, we have the 4 of Cups, which kind of gives me a little bit of a laugh here, okay? Because the 4 of Cups is about not really enjoying your present moment here. And there's something being offered that you're, ignoring. And this is something that's being offered. And it looks like from source, you have these wings here. I feel like there's a lot of material information that comes towards you, okay? And what you do is you go within to decide, okay, is this in alignment with me? Is this the right time for me to watch this video? Is this the right time for me to explore this topic? You're your eyes are closed, okay? So for some of you, yes, it's like you're going within, you're like, does this align with me right now? Maybe I want to save this for later. You're taking your time here. For others of you, you're just ignoring everything, okay? Within the 4D energy, I feel like you might be maybe a little bit too consumed with what's going on within, and you need to balance that by also looking at your external world, by opening up your eyes and seeing the synchronicities, or the opportunities that are coming towards you here. because you might find yourself in this kind of form of stagnancy. So I feel like there is this balance between your internal world and doing that internal work, but then also, you know, opening up your eyes and seeing what's happening around you and being mindful and present. Okay, I feel like that is important here. With, you know, this person wearing the color yellow or gold as well, I feel like, you know, you may be needing to kind of tap into some joyful experiences, okay, to bring some more joy in. See more beauty around the world. You might kind of be aware of certain things going on, and then you're just like, oh, I'm just so disappointed with humanity. I'm just gonna go by my tree and I'm just gonna meditate, right? But just like with everything, with, you know, manifesting, with everything, aligned action is important, right? That balance is important. So yes, you are called to open your eyes. You are called to, you know, within your own time frame here, pick and choose what you feel, you know, is in alignment with you to explore here, or what offers and opportunities are here for you. This also might be, I know he's outside, but I'm also getting, you know, with the 40 energy, you might just want to be more of a homebody. And this is saying, there's some opportunity outside. Get outside, you know, go out in nature, have a nice walk here. You know, the frequencies of nature are going to be more supportive for you than maybe your physical environment at this time. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. Open up, you know, yeah, because again, if you're sitting too much, your energy centers are going to feel, you know, they're going to feel a bit blocked. So that is important. And again, make sure if your manifestations are showing up, that you're opening up your eyes to see them, okay? So that's that 40 energy. And then we have, what's interesting in the 5D for you is the 8 of Swords. So I'm going to actually have to clarify this. But the 8 of Swords is about, you know, feeling stuck within your mind here, okay? This also might be you recognizing more ways in which you've maybe been doing some form of self-sabotage, okay, and starting to take your power back. This may be where you're identifying where maybe there are some disempowering systems or beliefs that you have here. Again, we just have this energy of you kind of wanting to ignore certain things. So, you know, it is important that you do your work and you do align here, okay? We have, it is time for energy clearing and rest, okay, for the alignment message. So for some of you, it's like, hey, I've been doing all this work. Can't you see that? Okay, it's time for me to rest. And that might be the case here. That might be the case that you're like, okay, I'm just going to relax, receive, and rest, okay? But let's go ahead and clarify that 8 of Swords. You might also be aware of other people that are keeping themselves stuck as well within this higher level energy. Perfect 8 of Swords. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you might feel a disconnect within your family when you're in the higher frequency energies, or you're seeing how there may be some unhealthy patterns or belief systems within your family. But yeah, I feel like it is important that you appreciate what is around you, okay, that you have appreciation here. Because the 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. The 10 of Pentacles is, you know, that future stability, that security, that value. You might feel like your current group too, when you're in that 5D energy, because again, we kind of fluctuate. You might feel like when you tap into that energy that you're not recognized for who you truly are, and that could be frustrating for you, okay? Let's get one more. Yeah. We have, you know, needing to get a different perspective here. But I feel like your energy here is also influencing others and kind of shifting, you know, your way of being is shifting their perceptions here. But if you're frustrated with others for not seeing your value, your worth, or who you truly are, don't give your power away to that. You know, come back to yourself and see yourself as you truly are and embody that here. Okay, because the Ten of Pentacles to me can also represent embodiment. And part of that embodiment might be you meditating, resting, relaxing, recharging, or creating some space, you know, from those around you so that you can receive. Just make sure there's not, you know, it's healthy to have boundaries and everything, but there's also kind of a stubbornness coming through here. So make sure you're not sabotaging yourself. Make sure you're balancing things out. Okay? And everybody will come to their own realizations or their own awakening at their own time. That's not, you know, that's not your job. Okay? But to embody your truth, to embody, you know, I feel like, again, you kind of are going through a chrysalis moment within a 5D energy where you're shifting and changing, your energies are shifting and changing, your way of being is shifting and changing, your perspective of yourself is shifting and changing as well. Okay? So a lot going on in the 5D here. So let's go ahead and get some tissue box messages. We have the root chakra, so make sure you're nice and grounded in before you do these meditative practices. We have communication, community, and siblings. Okay. We did have that family energy coming through. We have the letter Z, so maybe you are like, it's time for me to take a break. It's time for me to, you know, rest and recharge and relax. A very healthy sleep schedule is also going to be nice for you as well. We have the letter P. We have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have longing, okay? That's where you might be longing to be in another space, another place, but keep in mind being mindfully present and taking, you know, aligned action is how you move from one space to another, okay? Like you might just want to be like, I just want to be in the 5D. I don't want to be, but, you know, you're being called to be grounded here in your physical body, okay? We have the letter O. And to be powerfully present. We have trying, okay? Yeah, there might be some level of frustration that you have here. So be patient and compassionate with yourself. We have C. Some of you right now, you're coping, okay? You're coping, you're overwhelmed. So just be very gentle with yourself. And we have the letter W. Yeah, I am sensing that you're kind of cocooning here, okay? So listen to what feels best for you. Just make sure you're balancing things out, that, you know, if you're doing any form of manifesting, you're also taking aligned action, that you're present in your body and you're not too ungrounded here. I'm seeing cow, okay? So you could have a cow or live on a farm or be close to that sort of energy. You could also be vegan, okay? I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. I feel like, too, you might also be dealing with, you know, some distractions here, and you're just trying to focus on what is of most value and not be overwhelmed as well. So many different messages coming through this pile. Okay, let's go ahead and get a Divine Transformation card for you. We'll wrap up this reading. Confidence. It is time to do solar plexus chakra work. Okay? Yes, it's time to be confident in who you are. And, you know, the solar plexus is also about taking action. You know, it is that beautiful yellow energy here. Okay? So you're going to be gaining confidence and focusing on that as well here, I feel, as you are ascending. So the solar plexus energy is important for you as well. Also physical activity, because the solar plexus is connected in with physical activity, especially if you have been doing a lot of just sitting meditating. You know, try some different forms of meditating, even if it's gentle, like a gentle yoga, yin practice, things like that. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 3. Again, receive what resonates. If nothing resonated, then go ahead and pick another pile. Take the best care of yourself. Be gentle, especially if you are, resting, recharging, but be sure that, again, you're balancing things out.